Welcome back to another episode of In the Streets podcast. I'm Chris.
TMAC, what's up, y'all?
And this is the podcast about everything. So we can get right into it, or we can just see how things been going since last episode. We finally back. Last episode dropped. Went good.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna keep being consistent with it. Whether it's, as you can see, there's two of us. This time's a two-man.
We're kind of
empty seat right here.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna have everybody all the time, but we're at least do two of us at once. So.
Exactly.
CJ's not here. He'll be back very soon, but he's missing in action today. And then, but yeah, let's get on to today's episode. So we just happen to be in Final Four in March Madness season. Well, towards the end of March Madness now.
Man.
Championship game is tomorrow. So if you're watching this, championships are. We already know who won.
Yeah.
And our hometown's in the final, in the championship. Houston Cougars.
I admittedly went against them
for no reason too. So we went out. When was it? Last Saturday.
Yeah.
So we're out last Saturday watching the games, and then we're out last Saturday. We're watching the Duke game.
Because the Astros had played.
Yeah. So we're out just watching the Duke game, and they won. And then one of our friends from California, Jay texted us in the group. He's like, Duke won, and if Houston wins, because Houston played the next day. He's like, let's put money on it. I was like, all right, bet. I'm with it. I seen that. You want to bet him? He's like, no, I think Duke's going to win. I was like, what?
Right.
Out of all people, I was like, I would expect you to go for U of H since we're in the city, we're in Houston. But
bro, I had to separate the fandom from actual basketball, and basketball me pick Duke. But
it makes sense though.
Yeah.
Like I think anybody, I have like maybe 80 to 70% of people out there were picking Duke to win. They had one of the number one prospects in a long time, best prospect in a long time.
Yeah.
They're comparing him to like maybe one of the greatest prospects of all time. So because I saw a post they're saying like who was like the
best freshman season.
Yeah, the best one and done seasons. They had people like Anthony Davis, Carmelo, was it Zion, D Rose? No, not D Rose. It was
no, you can say
D Rose, and then
Kevin Durant, Michael Beasley. Like it was a lot of names on there.
And they're kind of like ranking who are up there, and because of what Cooper Flag did, they said he was right underneath Anthony Davis. The only reason Anthony Davis is number one because he got a championship. He got all the awards. Yeah. He got the AP Player of the Year award, and then he won the championship.
Bro.
So he got all the accolades.
Yeah, he really, So yeah, honestly, I might put Cooper Flag's third.
Who?
Third or fourth.
Who else would you put above him?
I put Carmelo.
Carmelo, yeah, because he had the chip too.
He got the chip at Syracuse.
There's another crazy story about Melo on his rookie year. They said he should have beat LeBron for rookie of the year. He averaged more points, more assists, but it was LeBron James, one of the,
As soon as he got drafted, it was
inevitable. Like he already won the award going into kind of like how Wemby got the award.
Yeah, bro.
Like no one was gonna beat him for that award. It was given.
Like bro, as soon as he got drafted,
his name was already etched on that award. So, but is that a good thing? Like these players get all these awards just because they're named, or I mean, because some they get outperformed sometimes and they still win the the award, still win the MVP award. They still win.
So much that goes into that.
Like, that's the only thing about these awards. It's like, is it really the name? Is it stats? Is it
voter fatigue? Is it best player, best team, or is it just somebody
popularity?
That had a great season? Yeah, popularity. Like NBA All-Star game, we all know it's popularity.
Yeah, that's for sure. Cause that's not that's like who do we want? Who's been the coolest player to watch this season? Let's just put him on this All-Star game and say he's the best player right now.
Yeah. So,
knowing damn well other people should have been there.
There was plenty of snubs this year.
Melo was number one.
So
LaMelo Ball was definitely number one. Not
they
even
left
close.
Trae Young off, but he got in off of an injury.
LeBron, yeah.
So
that's all. Anyway, but I was just kind of drifted off of there. But so U of H won. Last Sunday was a good game. They blew out Tennessee. That was probably one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen in a college basketball game ever.
Bro,
they had 15 points at halftime.
Hey, I'm putting this one too though in the second half.
Yeah, second half they didn't score the last 9 minutes. They didn't get a basket.
Field goal the last 10 minutes.
The last 10 minutes of the game.
That's crazy.
Bro, that has to be like almost an impossible stat to.
Bro, they were down 14. They were down
14 with 8 minutes left. That they put on a show yesterday.
So scored 8 points in 8 minutes.
They're up by 6 with 30 seconds. They're down by 6 with 30 seconds left, and they did a technical foul.
Yeah, dude.
They reached in the inbound pass. So they had all odds against them.
They did.
Like every single one of them.
What, Duke had 97% chance to win?
At that time.
I think like
30 seconds left.
Yeah, 97% chance to win.
They probably had a 90% chance to win throughout the whole game. Because U of H didn't. I don't even think they led though.
6-5. So they
the beginning of the game. And they went on that run. Then, went on that like 10-1 run or whatever it was.
And then Houston's first lead came what?
Was 68, 66, 67?
Off the free throws? What was it?
Yeah, off the free throws, yeah.
Yeah, first lead since 6-5.
Yeah, so they were the underdogs the whole. Duke was controlling that game the whole
until
and U of H locked in.
Last minute and a half of that game was
probably some of the greatest basketball I've ever seen ever. Whether that's NBA, college, it didn't matter. Like that was some. Like I was shaking, nervous.
That was great hoops.
My nerves were all over the place watching that game.
Kelvin Sampson won one heck of a coach.
Yeah, he changed the program. I don't even want to say 180 because this is like I don't know. Like I've never seen somebody come in and change the program like he did to U of H.
Yeah,
because U of H was never a contender. Like you have the usual suspects: UConn, UNC, Duke, Kentucky, Kansas.
The big names. Big names in college.
Big 12, most of Big 12.
Big 12, ACC.
And Houston was never a powerhouse school, never, until Sampson came and he changed the whole program around. Now we're one of the most every tournament now we're the most feared, one of the most feared schools.
U of H is a powerhouse in college basketball.
Yeah,
you gotta think about this. They are a powerhouse in college basketball.
Yeah,
at least been in the top 5 the last 5-6 years.
Yeah,
at least.
And then back-to-back #1 spots in the tournament.
Yeah.
And then when we played last year we lost to Duke.
Yeah. So
we lost to Duke last year. So this is a revenge game. Sweet 16 last year. So a lot was on the line in this game.
It was. Besides
going to the championship, whatever the case may have been, there was a lot riding on this game, and U of H pulled through.
It did. And like I said, last 2 minutes of that game.
That was some basketball.
That was
some hoops.
Duke cannot break a press. They cannot handle Houston's pressure.
Full court press, and even the inbound, they could barely. The only if they
it was like 3 almost 5 second violations called right there.
And there was one that we got the turnover on it, and we got that putback dunk. And that changed the.
He got fouled on that.
Yeah, the Cooper flag hit him. Yeah,
it should have been a putback, but
they put us down by 1. But yeah, I mean overall it was a good game, and then we played Florida in the championship. Florida's they got some dollars on their team too. They got a squad. Walter Clayton Jr. He can hoop.
That boy is nice.
He's good. He's nice. Yeah, he's nice. I'm not gonna lie. And they had to come back too.
Yeah.
Auburn had the game in their hands.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. I thought out of all #1 seeds, Auburn was actually gonna be the biggest fraud.
Yeah, but
they lost a lot of games towards the end. Well, not say a lot of games, but they lost 3 of the last 4 games towards the end of the regular season.
Yeah, but they lost a few games leading up to the tournament.
So I was thinking Auburn was gonna be the biggest fraud out of the 4 #1.
Nah, but they were hooping throughout the tournament.
They were
because they blew out. They played Michigan State. They blew out Michigan State.
Auburn was hooping.
They was hooping.
Janai Broom.
Yeah, Broom. Nice Broom was nice. He looked like Carl Boozer.
Yeah,
Carlos Boozer. He looked like Carlos Boozer. I was like, bro, what does he look? He looks like somebody.
Carlos Boozer.
He looked like Carlos Boozer. Yes, exactly.
Bro,
that's exactly what he looks like.
He does.
If you think about it, I was like, man, he looks like an NBA player. Trying to figure out who it was.
Bro, speaking of Carlos Boozer, we're getting old. Both his sons about to be.
But and they've been hooping.
And they cold.
In high school.
Boozer twins are middle.
Yeah, they nice. And then Melo's son's nice too.
Yeah. King Anthony.
Wade's son's nice too.
Bro, we're getting old.
We get all the players we grew up on. We're watching our kids play right now. That just tells you our age, bro.
We're watching Bronny playing.
Bro, we're in the NBA. We're witnessing something that will probably never happen again. Watching LeBron, his son, with his play with his son, an NBA player playing with his son in the league. There's no way that's gonna happen again.
Unless Bryce goes 1-2.
Yeah.
Unless Bryce goes
bro.
1 and done, leaves Arizona after a year.
Yeah, I mean, if LeBron can hold off 2 more
2
years,
more seasons, yeah. And
well, technically 1 more,
yeah,
because it's just next year, and then if he stays in, even if it's a half a season where he sits out most of it, he's just there
just to do it.
Just to do it, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, might as well. You already have the opportunity to do it.
I mean,
Because I don't see why Bryce wouldn't go straight to the league after 1 year. Especially if Ronnie did it and he averaged how much he averaged, I think Bryce can go ahead and do the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
because I think Bryce is a better hooper, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, they'll draft him for the same thing.
Yeah, exactly, because he's LeBron James now. Who wouldn't?
But I'm not saying Bronny can't hoop. Bronny can't.
Nah, yeah, he hoop.
I am a Bronny fan.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
I'm not a Bronny hater. I just don't think. I don't know. I at least at the time of the draft, I felt like there were better players.
Oh yeah.
But now that he's been playing, it's like, all right, he deserves that spot.
G League games already.
Yeah, he had like what a 40-point G League game, 34.
He's had some good games in the G League.
Yeah.
And then he even had what 17 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
NBA games.
Oh yeah. When they played like Washington or something like that, they had like 17. So he can hoop. He has glimpses of a good future.
There he does.
Yeah.
So he just has to get a solid chance.
Yeah, he needs to adapt to the NBA because that skill level from college to NBA is
on
like
top of that, you only played
jump.
what a handful. I'm saying handful, but less than 20 college games.
Yeah, because of his health condition.
Yeah, so you went straight from high school playing maybe 20 college games, and
now you're straight to the NBA. Grown men. You play with grown men.
Exactly.
So he's only 20. What is he, 20, 21? There's no way he's 21.
I don't think he's 21.
Yeah, he might be 19, 20. Yeah, that's crazy. 20. Imagine who with your dad? Imagine, well, first of all, having an NBA player dad, and then you hoop with him. That's kind of like Ken Griffey.
Yeah.
And Ken Griffey Jr., he played with his dad.
That's crazy.
Bro, that sounds like...
That shows longevity.
Yeah.
Longevity and good genes.
Facts.
Good athletic genes.
But imagine being the son. I feel like it's a good feeling. Like,
I know.
I'm playing, like I'm in the pros playing with my dad.
But then imagine what that feels like. You're like, man, my son's playing.
Yeah.
He's in the league right now.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we're on the same team.
Same team.
I mean, bro, just to think, like, even if you won on the same team.
Yeah, just the odds of that happening, both of y'all being professional athletes, is like, the odds are probably like, damn near .0000001 as it is.
Michael Jordan, for example.
Yeah, his son could not hoop and shit.
His sons were kind of.
He went UCF. He played for you. At least he went college ball. He played college ball. He was ass, but he made it. He played D1 ball.
Then he did.
He tried it. It just didn't. Maybe that wasn't his strong suit. Maybe him running a store where stealing.
Backdooring shoes.
Or stealing Scottie Pippen's wife.
That woman was holding you as a baby.
That's crazy.
You holding her as a grown man.
How you holding her back?
That's crazy, bro.
That's some wild stuff.
Life comes at you fast.
Only Michael Jordan's kids could do that.
Life comes at you really fast.
Full circle moment. Full circle moment.
That is a crazy full circle moment.
Oh man.
Went from literally was calling out my auntie probably. now look at you.
Now you calling her mommy. From auntie to mommy real quick.
That is wild. Shout out Marcus Jordan.
Yeah, shout out Marcus Jordan. Shout out to the Jordan family. For real.
Yeah. Hey, stop backdooring shit out of the trophy room.
Trophy, man, that's never, bro. That's a whole other topic too. Not even just trophy room. It's just
backdooring in general.
It's the worst. I mean, it's worse. It's bad for the people that want to buy shoes, but it's good for the people that can do it.
Exactly.
Like if you have the money to backdoor, then
on top of that, the store's not gonna say no.
Bro, money's money.
Yeah.
If you're giving me 3 times what the shoe
I'm
is
making retail,
take that. Cha-ching.
I'll give you $400 for every pair you have.
Easy.
And that's imagine them just retailing like $170.
Yeah, so I'm taking that all day.
So I'll help you load up.
And I'll pack them up if I have to.
Put them in the truck.
And as a reseller, that's a good deal. I don't have to wait in line. I don't got to do anything, and I pay a little bit extra, and I get the shoe, and I'm selling it for more money anyway. So I'm still making profit.
And I'm gonna flip it for $800.
Yeah, for double. So I'm still making double my money, even though I'm overpaying for the shoe.
Yeah, so for them it's a win situation.
Well, for people like us, your everyday people,
Yeah.
it's ass.
You know, we got it in raffles and
Yeah, the whole
stuff like that, you know.
I mean, at one point, I knew a lot of, like, before it got real bad, like, back during it got real bad, I had a few connects that would help me out and get shoes here and there.
Foot Locker plugs.
Yeah, Foot Locker plugs, House of Hoops plugs.
Tell you, hey, bro, slide me 20.
Yeah,
slide
20,
slide me 40.
That's
I'll
20
select
balls.
your raffle ticket on
Yeah,
raffle day.
exactly. My raffle ticket was on the box. Like, I had some boxes that still had the ticket.
I did too.
It was like stapled. I didn't even go up to the store or anything. They've never seen me there
I
ever.
have those too.
Man, those were good old days. That was
the time.
that's when life was easier. And then when Foot Locker first started doing the app,
the head start.
the head start.
Stuff, bro.
I used to be, like before it got how they do it now, like the point system and all that. It was for me it was good. I used to hit everything. I used to hit all the
Yeezys. I got all the
Yeezys.
Yeezys.
Bro,
I was walking into some stores, hop on that Foot Locker.
I used to get like 3-4 pairs of Yeezys.
Mhm.
I hit a Memorial, then I'd go to the Galleria. I'd take my whole Saturday was just picking up shoes
Mine was
from different
Woodlands,
locations.
Willowbrook, and Deerbrook.
Yeah, I had Woodlands, Memorial City, Willowbrook, and Galleria.
Bro, hit
Those
them
were
three.
my main.
That's where I hit all my stuff at.
Ah, man,
Willowbrook
I had
was
so
pretty
many.
easy.
I had so many shoes back in the day.
Good times.
So many. Yeah, I mean, we went completely off topic again, but yeah, it kind of just drifted to that. I was gonna tell you, I've never like. How do you celebrate a championship when it comes to like basketball, college basketball? Because we've never seen. So like we're not in a city where it's like UConn, they win all the time. You win like these powerhouse schools that win championships. Like how do you celebrate? Like what do you like? Does the city really go crazy like that? Like is a Super Bowl or NBA Finals win? Or
I mean,
how is it?
I feel like it's dependent, I guess, because I mean, I feel like, and sometimes it has to do with the name too,
Yeah,
because this is University of.
that city where that's yeah.
So you know, for
Is
people,
the
it's
school
it's
for us.
known for Houston.
Yeah. So
It's
the
a
name is
victory,
in it.
yeah,
Our
it's a
the
victory
championship
for
it has Houston in it.
Yeah, so
'Cause
I
it could
feel
be-
like it's part of
yeah.
it too, especially with college sports, because like so you know you got University of Texas, that's like the whole state.
Yeah,
So
they're representing the whole state.
Yeah, man. So there's actual city universities too.
Yeah,
so I feel like
but there's not that. There's not a university in San Antonio, and they, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, there's UTSA, there's schools like that, but like we're one of the only cities in Texas that have a name to the a city in the university.
Yes, and like I said, that's the University of Texas San Antonio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it still has Texas in it,
Yeah.
and then but we're the only school in Texas that I know of that has a city with
It's
a
like
university.
city, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's if you think about it, that's most like there's not that many cities with universities attached to it.
Yeah.
Most of them are state.
The only one I can actually think of top of my head is University of Tulsa, and that's Oklahoma.
Yeah. So there's not really that many city universities, I guess you could put it.
Yeah, that are like
That
named
name,
directly.
yeah. Like they just have university behind
Yeah,
it.
'cause like I said, we got the ones that are University of the state,
Yeah.
but then got the city at the end.
Yeah, where they have University of North Texas, UNT,
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then Texas Tech. Like there's all these. And then if you think about it too, when was the last time a Texas school actually won a natty?
Baylor?
And that was
2021.
Yeah,
LJ Cryer.
Yeah.
LJ Cryer was on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Final Four. He's going to be the
I
first
know.
player to win
Two-
two Final Four.
Two natties.
Two nights, two different teams.
That's crazy.
Well, welcome to the transfer portal.
Yeah.
We're going to see that more often.
Yeah, no.
Like, I know that's actually feel like it's crazy to say this is the first time it's happened. Because the
Yeah.
transfer portal's been booming for at least the last, 3-4 years?
Because I think they were talking about Walter Clayton lost. That he beat a team a couple rounds ago that he lost to when he was playing for a different school.
Went to Iona.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Iona.
And they were like a Cinderella story.
Mhm.
They had lost to this school that they beat this tournament. So, but yeah, that's gonna happen more often. Even the announcer was saying that too.
Yeah, like it was about to happen. I mean, they had
They-
a graphic on Instagram.
Yeah, I seen that. Where it had the starting five and there were all the logos where they started.
They were like, guess who was who?
Yeah, guess what school
And
this
there
is?
was, I think there was only like one on there that was
Like
just
all
the
of them.
actual school. I think it was
where they were
Purdue.
missing like one.
Yeah, I think it was Purdue. I think everybody had went to Purdue. Because
I
other
think-
than that, it was.
I think U of H had like three and the other two, at least from the starters. I don't know, yeah. But there are some schools where it's just all different logos.
You were like, okay.
The whole starting lineup was a transfer.
Nobody
They're not-
started off here.
They don't do any kind of recruitment in that
Yeah,
school.
nobody started off here. Everybody was transfer portal.
That's crazy though. And I feel like that's mainly going to be in basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, football's gonna happen, but it's not gonna happen as frequently as basketball is
It's
gonna.
big college sports. World
And then a lot of universities are mad at, like smaller universities are mad at that because they're like,
just think about this year's tournament. There was no real Cinderella story.
because of that reason, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the lowest seed to get to the Sweet 16 this year was a 10, and that was Arkansas.
Yeah.
And even with Arkansas, John Calipari's your coach.
Yeah, John. Yeah, that's the reason why they made it. Yeah, Coach Cal.
Yeah.
Coach Cal, he's coaching now. So.
If you end up for, I think they were like 0-5 at the beginning of the SEC.
Yeah, they
if
came.
If one for that,
they would not be ranked as low. Yeah,
they could be higher.
They would probably be in the top 5 school, ranked top 5. So yeah, it's like, and then that's why smaller schools are pissed because I'm not grooming these kids, but they're like building them up just for them to transfer. Yeah, in a year or two, and
it's almost like a G League for college.
Yeah, exactly.
You start at a smaller school.
And the smaller schools are spending more money to get these players because they have to recruit them, and then the people that they transfer to are not
and then they're like,
doing as much. So that's why it's good and bad, NILs and transfers and all this stuff.
Yeah, like I said, it's literally like a G League. It's like a G League for college basketball.
Yeah,
start
I mean,
because schools show out in the tournament.
Because transfers have been around for a while, but I think they got worse because of NIL.
That and the fact that you don't have to sit out the year anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody was worried about sitting out that season.
Because especially if you're a sophomore, junior, and you got to sit out one season, you're gonna miss your senior year.
Yeah, you get like say you skip your whole junior year. You go from a sophomore, not getting to play your junior year.
Yeah, when they uplifted that, people started transferring like crazy.
They were like, dude, I don't have to sit out.
Any little reason for them to leave.
Dude was a winning champion, like LJ Cryer. Dude, was winning championships
and still transferring
out.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's wild.
That's wild to think about. You think a championship? Oh, we won championships. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, you would think. Like back in the day, it'd be like, yo, let's go run. Let's do another run.
Let's run it back. No.
I saw a video. I think it was this morning, where the coach they did like a reenactment of what the Duke locker room looked like last night, and the guy's like, he's like, well, guys, we got the coach. He came in. He's like, well, we're gonna win next year. He's like, we're gonna have Cooper Flag. We're gonna have Knipple. He's like, I'm leaving. I want Cooper Flag. I'm going to the league.
Bro,
I don't know what you're talking about. He said, at least we got Knipple. He's like, no, I'm going to the league too. And then,
bro, they're losing at least 3 players. They're losing at least 3 players next year.
Yeah, so
it's not the starting lineup.
Yeah, so it's either they're going to the league or they're transferring.
Yeah, I mean.
So it's hard. It's hard for. I mean, but that's always been like the one and dones have been always been around.
But now it's part of recruiting. Now is not just recruiting high school people. It's recruiting your own players.
Yeah,
you got to recruit your own players to stay.
Yeah,
to stay in school.
It's kind of like playing NCAA.
Yeah,
where you got to, after the season, you got to like, all right,
you got to
talk to them
there. Because if not, you lose them.
Exactly.
And that's really what it is. You have to recruit not only high school guys now. You got
your own players.
Your own players to stay with you.
So it's constantly recruiting.
Yeah, it's a constant recruiting cycle. Because if not, okay, so school's giving me this.
Yeah, any little reason they're gonna dip.
Yeah, I'm going.
Or even like this, like I think there's this one player, I forgot who he played for. It was in football. Mm-hmm. He transferred like 3 times. Well, I think he played for USC the last school. But he kept like any little incident, he would get mad and leave. And that's the thing, you get in one argument with your coach, you're like, screw that, I go to another powerhouse school.
And dude,
I play for Alabama, I'm gonna go play for Georgia now.
Dude, there's guys that have been in college for 3 years, excuse me, and have played for 3 teams.
Yeah, 3 different teams
every year. Like that at OU.
Yeah.
Started at corner at OU, transferred to USC. The last time I saw him playing, he's here.
Yeah.
He plays USC. I'm like, bro, you're a junior, you done transferred 3 times.
And that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like if you don't want to be there, people are just leaving left and right. You give them one little reason, I'm out.
Yeah, put my name in the portal. I'm gone.
I don't like one of my teammates. I'm leaving. Yeah. That's the only downside of it too. Like there's upsides and there's downsides, and that's with everything. But
that's right. Like I said,
you just gotta learn how to play with it.
Welcome to the world of college sports.
Yeah. It's a whole different ball game now.
It is. It is.
Well, but yeah, U of H is gonna win it tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah, I am picking U of H this time.
Thank God. Thank God.
I'm picking U of H this time.
Shit, my bracket wasn't too great up until the Final Four, where I predicted the last couple games, but
man, my bracket tanked like crazy.
I predicted the 2 teams to go to the Final Four, and I'm the only one that picked U of H to win it.
Bro, my bracket, I started off the first 2 days hot. I think I had like three missed picks in the first 3 days.
You can be as hot as you want.
Bro,
Your projected points kept going.
bro, I went from one day 99.9, turned around, I think it was like 80. And then since then,
Kept dipping.
I think I'm like,
You lose
I haven't even
10%.
checked. I'm at like 50-something% now.
Yeah, I'm the only one that picked a winning school. All right, so hopefully the U of H wins the Natty tomorrow. So we'll be.
Coop's house.
Man, we should live stream one day. What, like live stream a game or something, or live stream like when something comes out, like an album or something. That'd be
Wait,
cool.
we got playoffs coming soon for basketball.
We could do it like finals, or like let's say Oklahoma, or like a good tournament. We can live stream a game.
Yeah.
Hey, let us know if you're down for us to start a Twitch. I've been thinking about it. We can live stream and like just do whatever. See, you can watch us play games, or just us being at the house, or us being out.
Yeah.
So if you comment down below if you want to see us in Twitch, because we'll start a Twitch.
Dude.
That's what the trendy is right now. The trend is right now. Everybody's on Twitch. And I've been wanting to do it for a minute, so why not? We can do like album release. So when an album drops, we can live stream the album.
Card 6.
Yeah, Card 6 coming up. If Cardi drops a new album, Travis might be dropping, Jack Boys too. So let us know too if you want to see us live react to albums that are dropping through live stream. But let's get to the next topic. So lately I've been seeing like these different things on like I see we're always on social media all the time. TikTok, Twitter, all that. But things that have to do with themes. So whether it's a birthday party, people do themes on it, concerts, themes. I like to do. I'm a big fan of themes. Sure. How do you feel about concerts having themes, or these different events, like even a birthday having themes? Like, how do you feel about it?
So I think it's cool because it adds to I guess you could say the ambiance of the whole thing. For one, it makes you feel good. It's like I set this theme, and everybody wanted to come and do it with me.
Yeah, and you get to be somebody or not for like at least that period of time, or like you're not always like this, so you want to do it.
Yeah, and like that's the theme too. So it's almost like I'm not gonna say a judgment-free type of thing, but at the same time, you're just
having fun, having a good time.
With it.
You're not taking it serious. Like whatever you're gonna be, you're gonna match with everybody.
You don't have this on for a couple hours. Be whatever you are with everything that's for a couple hours, and just right after yourself.
Because right now, super popular is concerts.
Yeah.
So I think it started with TikTok. Because people would be like, all right, I have this concert coming up, this is what I'm going to wear. Or this is what I'm wearing. And then people are like, all right, that's the theme, whatever. Or where the artists themselves say, this is the theme, I want you dressed up like this for this, this, and this. Like, I think one of the major ones was like Bad Bunny. Yeah. Like the beach theme, everybody was going like the beach. Then he did like the cowboy. Yeah. It was like the cowboy theme. Yeah. And then like Raul started doing it too.
Maybe with the
he had like the blue. He wanted everybody to wear blue, like, alien, silver, like a futuristic theme. Right now, he just started his tour yesterday. Yeah, Cosa Nostra. So Cosa Nostra tour just started. I've been seeing outfits where people have been talking about it because he told everybody he wants people to wear like 60s.
Yeah, and it's like very formal.
Like mafia.
Yeah, it's like very formal wear.
Yeah, like guys wearing suits.
Yeah,
girls with sequins dress.
Get your Sunday best up.
Yeah, baggy pants. Like real mafia type. Yeah. But I think a lot of people were confusing it for like the 20s. Yeah. Because they were like kind of confused. Like what exactly is the 60s and what does he want us to wear?
Yeah, exactly.
But I think the first concert just happened yesterday, so people are kind of understanding. All right. This is what we should look like for the concert.
And so they'll start building it off of what they see people wear at the previous shows.
Exactly,
too.
Yeah.
So like you get towards the end of the tour, everybody may have on like something that goes along with the theme, but it's going to be styled different. Who knows?
And I feel like people have mixed feelings about it.
That's what.
Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not dressing up to a concert, or like what if like half the concert's gonna be dressed up, half of it's not.
I'm wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah, why not? Like I get it's a concert, I get you want to be comfortable, loose.
Especially gonna be moving and all that stuff.
But like
music makes you want to dance, makes you want to move. So
it makes sense. Like, I get what they're talking, like where they're coming from because of that specific, like wearing a suit. Yeah, they might not like the thing because of that, but I guess still go with it or still participate in it.
Do something to just
be in it. Yeah, play along. Like all right,
just wear a hat. Like just wear a hat or something.
Like if you don't if you don't want to wear a suit, then you don't have to wear a suit. Yeah. But at least try to be what, like you said, match the ambiance or match the vibe of everybody.
Do something small just to contribute to the theme as a whole. You know, like I said, like wear a top hat or wear, I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
something like that's not so dramatic with
Yeah.
it. Like, if you don't want to go all out, don't go all out. But
Yeah.
at least kind of match the vibe
That's the
with
vibe of what's
everybody.
going on.
Because then you're gonna be the one that's sticking out at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like, oh, I don't want to match everybody, and you feel like, oh, no one's gonna do the thing.
Yeah,
You get there, and everybody, yeah, don't be there.
Yeah, sometimes it's okay. To,
Yeah, just be part of the crowd. Like it's just a concert. At the end of the day, you can wear whatever you want. I'm not saying anything either. If I'm gonna go to the concert, I'm gonna match the theme.
Exactly.
I like themed concerts in my opinion.
It's cool.
It's fun. It's fun to be part of. Like you're part of something, and you're at the concert and you feel good, and the vibes are matching what you're wearing. So it's just cool. Like, I like Halloween.
Everything's cohesive.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You got the vibe, you got the fit, you got the music.
The people you're sitting next to are with it too.
It's cohesion. Like it's perfect.
It's very inclusive. You feel included. So and then but this theme specifically with Raul, everybody was like back and forth about it. But I think it's a chance to look nice, to dress up. Why not?
And it's a complete switch up from what you see at most concerts anyway.
Yeah, and it's a judge-free zone. Yeah. So even if you're like super dressed up, like no one's gonna judge you with it because that's what that's what everybody else is like. The vibe is on.
Exactly.
So might as well honestly. And then but speaking of that, I was looking at the tickets to go for the Houston. Thinking they're gonna go down, or like they just keep getting worse and worse.
Let's take the people there right now.
Because we went to the one 2 years ago.
Waited till what, like almost the last.
Was it 2 years ago or last year? I can't remember.
No, bro, it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago already?
Yeah, so it was 2022. Bro, that was almost 3 years ago.
No way. 2022?
Was it?
No.
No, it was 23. It was 23.
Yeah, it was 23. Yeah, because I wasn't living here yet. I remember that, yeah.
Cheapest seat on TickPick, if y'all don't use TickPick.
Yeah, sure. Give us a promo, TickPick guy. You use TickPick so much? Yeah, promo.
If you ain't using TickPick, right now, cheapest ticket is $314.
Yep. And that's
section 420.
The highest. You're gonna be the top of the top. See, bro, how much we paid? Like maybe $100.
Barely $100. And like, so we got ours the day up, bro. Like
we had good seats
2-3 hours before.
Yeah,
we were up top, but we were the very first row.
Yeah, of the top section. So it wasn't that crazy. It was actually good.
It was a great
good view. Great concert by far. And he had Jabberwockies too. Oh,
I think that was probably one of my favorite concerts.
Yeah, like it made like songs wise maybe wasn't the best, but like the vibes, the dance, like it just flowed so well.
That was one.
It was a fun concert.
There's a lot of concerts, and that's like I definitely put that on my top 5.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, you put Ashworld number 1.
No, depends on which one.
But yeah, Sarduno 2 years ago was
crazy, bro.
What, like you said, was a vibe, straight vibe. Yeah. You had people dancing. You look around, everybody's having a good time. He had the perfect set.
Stage setup was fun.
Stage setup. His guest performers, Jabberwockies, they put on a show.
That was perfect.
And I grew up watching them too, so it was kind of fun. I never got to see them live before, so seeing them live was like, all right, that was kind of like, it's kind of like a bucket list.
You couple that with a favorite artist of yours.
Exactly. And we had listened to the album beginning to end. It was a good one. It's a great album. Great album. We talked about it before.
I heard my rating on the last.
Yeah. Great album. And then Raul. Well, yeah, that's the thing too. Raul since then just got more popular.
Exactly. I'm taking prices explain that.
Because back then when we went, Raul was like, he was cool, but it wasn't like.
He was piggybacking. I'm gonna say he's kind of piggybacking off the Bad Bunny thing too.
Yeah.
You gotta think about that because he was on Party.
Yeah, exactly. So he was he had that, and he collaborated with Chris Brown, with Nostalico. So he kind of had already momentum building up to that. And then, but after that's when he blew up.
Especially like here.
Because if you think about it, he's big because he still had the concert at Toyota Center.
Yeah. Like
if he wasn't that big, Sarduno would never been at Toyota. It would have been like a Smart Financial or like Bayou City. Like he would have had it at a different venue if he wasn't popping.
And Toyota was packed out for it.
Exactly, yeah. So people showed out for that. So he was popular, but he wasn't as big as he is now. Especially because that Bad Bunny wave took over.
Yeah.
That Puerto Ricans went up.
Bro, hey, like I said, his popularity now, especially in the United States,
is just Spanish. I think Spanish music in general just had a big boom since Bad Bunny.
Especially Bad Bunny.
Because then you had people like Grupo Frontera, Peso, like all these different Spanish artists started blowing up too. So
Again, wider recognition.
yeah, I think and then TikTok, of course, is what helped all
Yeah.
that too. So
Social media.
was a big factor.
For
of that.
sure.
But yeah, so I and then Chris Brown has a theme for this year.
Don't wear your red bandanas.
No, yeah, he posted on IG said because I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Everybody come in wearing red bandanas,
Especially in specific cities, man.
Like why? Like what? Like even if you thought like because that's his his vibe. Like why would you think that's a good idea? Like even if that thing was around, I'm not doing that thing. That's not my thing.
Especially in specific cities, man.
Yeah, like
Read the room.
facts. We're just I don't know, just in general. Like why would you wear a red bandana? Like knowing what that represents.
Yeah, stick to the brown. Because I mean, I'm not no expert on gang culture at all, but think about LA. You can't even wear a specific hat.
You can't wear a team hat. That's not even a color. That's a logo. If you can't wear a logo matching a specific color, nah. And then he said a red bandana. They didn't even say red. You could have at least said red. The theme of the event is red. No, the theme is red bandana. What is wrong with you? Like, what are you thinking? I guess some cities like, I don't know, Minnesota or Milwaukee or something. I don't know. Go ahead.
That doesn't have much.
But don't do it down south and don't do it in the West Coast or East Coast.
Yeah.
You can do it up north and whatever you're at in upstate.
You
but
can do that. You can do that in like Nebraska or something.
Alaska, I don't know where you're going, but don't do it anywhere down south, east, or west.
Don't do it in no big city.
Definitely not. But yeah, he tweeted out saying don't wear. He made sure he's cautious of his fans, so he was looking out for us.
Yeah,
he said to wear at least a brown bandana if you're gonna wear a bandana.
Yeah.
So at least it's a theme though. It's cool. It's getting more popular.
Exactly.
But that Breezy Bowl is gonna be.
It's gonna be a fire concert.
It's gonna be like that's a must.
That is going to be.
It's gonna be at Daikin Park. I hate saying Daikin. Doesn't even roll out the tongue right. It doesn't even roll out the tongue right. Like.
Can't even call it the juice.
If you're from Houston, you know what we're talking about. Minute Maid Park recently got changed to Daikin Park.
Can't even call it the Juice Box. Juice Box is one of the best names for a stadium ever.
Yeah, this is one of the best nicknames out there.
Of all time for a stadium.
But yeah, so if you're in Houston, you know that.
What's it, the Ice Box now? Because Daikin sells AC. Like, come on now.
Ice Box is crazy.
Shout out to Mario.
Yeah. He was recently here too. Him and Bow Wow.
What did they put in the train?
It's just baseballs, like giant baseballs. You know, it's funny because
was cool.
They're selling the oranges in the stadium.
For real?
They're like styrofoam. They're selling them for like $300, and they're saying that these are off the train that they pulled it off, and they're selling the memorabilia of the oranges. I was like, yeah, I'm not that big of a fan to buy a fucking orange,
especially on a styrofoam one.
A styrofoam one, exactly.
$300. I mean, I definitely won't buy a real one either because it's gonna rock.
Yeah, exactly. Or even if they made it with a better material, like I'm still not buying that just because it's on the train of the minute. Nah. Hey, but they have some people that buy it.
I mean, they have there's a bunch of them people that are way deep in the memorabilia, man.
Yeah, they have a target audience for sure.
Same people that was in there buying seats at the Astrodome probably.
But that's different though. I'll do it because you can display that. I'll do that. You can have it out in the living room.
It's like that. I think the Astrodome piece is going to be a little more historical.
Yeah, and it'll last too. It's not styrofoam.
Yeah, like so this is
maybe if they're selling like a part of the train. Maybe, all right, that's cool, like a tire or something, something like big, displayable.
Yeah.
But what am I gonna do with the styrofoam orange? half of it's white because it's just painted orange.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do with it? That's a orange from the Minute Maid Park.
It's off the train.
If I want to do that, I can just buy a styrofoam, go to Hobby Lobby, buy a styrofoam, and paint it myself.
And say it was from
I bought it. I bought it from when they were selling it.
I got it from the official team shop.
I have the certificate of authenticity
right here.
I got the seal.
Purchase.
But yeah, so back to Breezy's performing at Minute Maid. Raul was gonna be at Minute Maid. I'm sorry, at Toyota.
I would have thought Chris Brown.
Because it's a stadium tour. I was thinking he was gonna do NRG.
But
I think he can, but I get why they do Minute Maid.
If Kendrick and The Weeknd, I feel like could do NRG. I feel like
Chris Brown can too. But if you think about it, Bad Bunny could have done NRG too, but he did Minute Maid.
And on top of that, we don't know scheduling conflicts and all that.
Yeah, because it's in September, so it might be
football. We don't. Yeah,
And the Texans are real strict when it comes to in season, letting people use the stadium in season and things like that. So.
Shit, the Astros. I remember watching that Bad Bunny show where the field was cooked.
People were tearing that thing because there's only so much you can do to cover it up.
Yeah, you put tarps and stuff on it, but you know, people moving, heels, chairs. There's all types of stuff digging into that. Yeah, so it's still digging into the ground.
So, but even September is a critical time of the season.
Baseball.
Yeah, it's prime baseball, right before October. So
that field look terrible.
Yeah, it feels like you get tore up for
it
that.
It is. It's gonna get tore up bad, especially
Oh well, I'm gonna be regardless. I'm gonna be there. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there, but
because I don't know, Chris Brown hit for hit. There's not many people that can compete with him.
And on top of that, it's a concert of his hits.
Yes.
And those are honestly
the anniversary concerts.
Those are some of the best shows, bro.
Yeah, honestly, like I know those are my favorite type of concerts to go to.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't like album tours, but
it's just like yeah, I get what you mean.
I like it when, like I said, they're into more
playing their hits,
a mixed bag of songs.
Yeah.
Like instead of just focusing on, okay, I'm gonna play 15 songs off the new album. Just because, like I said, it is that
even because he's gonna perform songs that you don't like, where they're not that good, and they're gonna perform anyway because it's an album tour. Exactly. So but I mean, they sprinkle in hits here and there.
No, you'll throw in some old stuff. You know?
Yeah.
So for the day ones, blah 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 type thing. But
exactly.
Other than that, no. Like my favorite concerts was Lil Wayne, the Welcome to the Carter tour.
Yeah.
All that was hits.
Just hits.
It wasn't like it was Welcome to the Carter. It's mostly from the Carter 1 to the Carter 5. But still,
just bangers after bangers.
Banger after banger.
And kind of like what Taylor Swift did when she did her
the Eras tour.
The Eras tour is just hits, straight hits. The Weeknd is doing the same thing with his stadium tour, just playing his hits. And then so
I can wait for that tour.
Yeah, Cardi's gonna be crazy. Cardi's gonna be there.
Bro, imagine that crowd. So you can have like
such a mix.
chill Weeknd fans, and then these raging Cardi fans.
But it's funny because they blend. I feel like it blends.
It's gonna
very
blend.
good blend.
It is gonna blend, but it's just, bro, it's gonna be crazy.
Way different.
Yeah, because the energy is gonna be so high at one point, and then it's just gonna go into more of a chill vibe for the weekend.
Exactly.
You're gonna be seeing from one moment it's gonna be mosh pits breaking out everywhere. It's everybody just standing there swaying along to the song.
And it's funny because you're used to the opposite. You're used to raging. I mean, the calm in the beginning and then raging at the end.
Yeah.
But now it's going to be raging and then calm.
And we're going to calm down. And you got Mike Dean on the guitar and stuff too, bro.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a crazy show. That's actually good.
That's gonna be a good show.
So that's gonna be fun.
What artist would you like to see do a stadium tour like that, or like a hit tour like that? Because you say you saw Wayne.
I saw Wayne.
Chris Brown's doing it.
Chris Brown, if they were allowed, I would love to see Tupac do one.
Tupac, yeah, or
that would be
Michael Jackson. Bro, imagine how
if Kanye wasn't off the rails.
Bro, if Kanye wasn't off his shits.
Don't do it with his kids.
Oh my God.
Kanye hits tour
would be how can I put it, like I don't even know how to put it into words.
No, that'd be crazy.
Because if you think like you compare it to like it's funny I'm gonna compare it to this person, but Taylor Swift. Yeah. Like if she sold the way that she sold, or even if you put it this way, if Travis had a stadium tour the way he did it,
bro, easily.
He's the number one. He's the number one artist selling tour wise, tour sales in history. So if you think Travis did that, now just imagine if Kanye wasn't crazy. He's doing like 2 or 3 shows a city.
Bro, the consistency would have stayed, in the music too, from Jesus, from Life of Pablo.
From Life of Pablo
on, I feel like the consistency of that would have stayed.
He would have done
up till now. He could definitely done a stadium show.
Who else?
Well, he did do a stadium show. Remember, he has done a stadium show.
He's done stadium shows, but like a stadium tour.
And he did the Chicago one.
Chicago, yeah.
And packed, bro, so packed those shows.
And I think they're free, if I'm not mistaken.
Packed all them shows out because he did the free Larry Hoover.
The
Donda show, and he did the Larry Hoover one.
But that was in LA, wasn't it?
Oh, that was in LA.
The Chicago was another album release because he had his house and all that.
Yeah. Because the LA one was the
with Drake.
Larry Hoover with Drake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was in LA.
Did he do the Coliseum?
Yeah, the Coliseum.
Yeah, Coliseum in LA.
He had the hill.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he's done stadium concerts before.
Yeah,
but like a stadium tour.
I mean, you got Kendrick doing one this year.
Yeah, with SZA. Weeknd doing one.
Weeknd's doing one.
Chris Brown's doing it. Stadium tours are getting more popular now.
They are.
But there's only certain artists that can do stadium tours.
Top. You gotta be top of the top. Really
Travis did one. Well, Travis did one overseas.
Yeah.
His tour for Utopia, I don't think was a stadium tour, but he did a stadium tour in.
He did a stadium show in
SoFi and MetLife.
MetLife. Was that Circus Maximus?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Utopia too.
But that's too because of the city.
Yeah.
That's your.
It's just a big
Bro,
city.
I remember they were talking about he would have the Circus Maximus tour here in Toyota Center.
Yeah, there was no way he was gonna do Toyota Center. I think from now on, even like him not being good in this city, he has to do NRG or some kind of. That's why he did Astroworld. How he did it.
Dude, he has too many. Too many fans.
But now I think about it, he did do Astroworld in Toyota Center. He performed. He did the Toyota Center.
After Astrofest.
Yeah, he did Astrofest. Went to a couple cities and then came back to Houston and did Toyota Center.
Astroworld. Because that ticket was cheaper, of course, than the festival.
But then again, like that was how many years ago? That was
the first. That was their first Astroworld.
That was 7 years ago. About to be 7 years since Astroworld dropped.
Dude, think about the last Astroworld show we're pushing 4 years.
Pushing 4 years alone.
Jeez. That was November 2021.
Yeah. November 2021.
We were pushing 4 years of that.
Almost half a decade already from that.
Yeah.
That incident alone.
That was, man.
What a time.
That was a crazy show, man.
Being there, witnessing that was.
Being there was. Like, so I've been to some really, really wild concerts. I've been to plenty of Travis shows, Cardi shows. But I don't know never seen anything like that.
I don't know who I was talking to about this too. Like, think about it. Like, even in general, like, think of the worst concerts in history. Woodstock 99, things like that. Like, I just think about like the worst thing that's ever happened in a concert. Like, it's been bad, but I don't think people have died at a concert. Like,
other than like Woodstock.
Yeah, other than Woodstock. Yeah, and even then, there was maybe like one or two. Like, it was like for one person to die at a concert was just out of this world. Like,
people gonna pass out.
Yeah,
they're gonna.
People are gonna have We're gonna have medics.
There's gonna be medical situations and emergencies.
Because there's festivals. There's some wild festivals that go on. Rolling Loud.
People pass out at Rolling Loud and all that stuff.
EDC, these EDM concerts.
And it ain't even gotta be a big concert for you to pass out. I passed out at a small Wiz Khalifa concert.
Yeah, exactly.
It was at Warehouse Live, but it's a Wiz Khalifa concert, so you know what's gonna go into a Wiz Khalifa.
It's just smoke and heat. And that's not a good.
And it was in the winter time, so you were dressed warm, so you're hot. Like, I remember literally bending. I think I was trying to bend down and tie my shoe or fix my shoe or something, and it just went black for a second. It just went black for a second, and then I remember being pulled back up. I was like, "Bro, are you okay?"
You know where you're at.
Bro, I literally just kind of.
Were you by yourself?
Oh, I was with a group of people, and then I just went back to.
Raging.
Yeah, all right, I'm back. Cool.
I'm alive.
I was like, bro, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm cool, man. But yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you compare it to the worst of the worst, what happened at this concert was just like, it's unexplainable. And no one's thinking this is going to happen. Yeah. Like, you're thinking, like you said, people might pass out. They're going to be on drugs. Like, you know.
Drugs, people talk, people.
We know the audience, but for this to happen, it's just like.
Yeah, we have festival attached to the end of anything.
Yeah, it's gonna go crazy, especially at least when it comes to rap artists or like
rap artists,
like people that rage,
bro. Like all that festival, and it's like anything but festival.
Yeah,
but like I said, rap, rock, anything like that.
I never thought anything like that would happen. Like, I don't think, at least to know, like, even be alive to see something like that, or like to witness it, but like to be there, just made it that much crazier.
Yeah, bro, that was crazy. That was.
I don't even want to go into detail.
Yeah, we're not.
But like just you never think something like that's gonna happen at a concert, and that's the thing. And for that many people to get injured that day, it was just like
300 injuries.
It doesn't even like you can't even put that into like comparison to anything that's happened in history of anything. Mm-hmm. But anyway, yeah. We were from stadium tours to that, but yeah. Stadium tours is. I think Chris Brown is gonna be a very successful stadium.
Oh, it'll definitely grow. I mean, I was seeing people post their screenshots of them being in line for the tickets when they dropped the other day.
And we've been waiting for a C Breezy stadium.
People talking about I'm 13,000th in line. It's like,
yeah.
$8,000, and then you're like, Jesus Christ. I mean, I know not all those people that are in line are buying tickets.
Yeah, they're just looking to
some, just checking prices, whatever. Mm-hmm. But to still have
that many people interested or wanting to is
to have 12,000-13,000 people in line for concert tickets on a weekday.
Yeah, on a Monday.
Yeah,
Monday morning.
Waiting for tickets like that on the clock at work, not at work,
not working.
Yeah, whatever the case is. I mean, I'm pretty sure that show's just gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And like, you're not even counting resale tickets. People buying tickets right before the concert starts.
So yeah, he's gonna do numbers. He deserves a stadium tour.
Yeah.
If anybody deserves it, it's Chris Brown.
Yeah.
As much as he's gone through and everything, but how many bangers he has, people are gonna show out for C Breezy.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
They do it even at the arena tours. They still show.
Yeah. He's gonna show out. He's gonna put on a show.
Yeah, because he's not only just an artist. It was a performer.
Yeah,
like you're
legit
dancing, singing, rapping.
He's him.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot of things out of Chris Brown concert.
Well, but yeah. So we talked about a few things. This is a little. Not like a crazy episode, but
just a quick little
two-man. We call it a two-man episode. If y'all do like this, or you do like this environment with just us two, let us know. Sure. We can switch it up. But like I said, we're back. We're not just because we're missing a person doesn't mean we're gonna miss an episode.
Right.
We're gonna keep filming. We're gonna keep doing it. Catch us every other Thursday at 5 p.m. Every other Thursday.
Yes.
We're gonna have more promotion going on, more advertising. This is a legit podcast.
Yes.
Like I said, it's a podcast about everything. We'll talk about anything and everything. Like today's episode.
Not much is on.
Yeah, not much. Yeah, but if you want to give us topics too, DM us. Follow us on Instagram at Industries Podcast, or even our personal Instagrams.
Yep. And
then finally, before we end the podcast, we have history has been made in Industries Podcast.
Yes.
For the first time ever, we have our first sponsors. Shout out to Blitz Energy for sponsoring this episode of Industries Podcast. We tried it. It's good. I like energy drinks. You go to the gym a lot.
Yeah, I'm definitely into energy drinks.
So what's really good about this energy drink? 0 sugar, no artificial sweeteners, and it's made with monk fruit.
Monk fruit. Y'all have monk fruit?
Yeah.
You
monk fruit? Yeah.
I've never had monk
but it's good though. It tastes good.
I haven't seen a monk fruit.
But for it to not have any sugar in it or artificial sugars, it's a great energy drink. I highly recommend it. I'm gonna have them tagged down below in the comments. Y'all go. They have different flavors. This one they get is lychee. They have I think different. I think they have like a pineapple or different flavors. But go to the website, check them out, and make sure you use our promo code Industries Podcast to get a nice little discount on your first purchase or just any purchase in general. So support them. Shout out to Blitz Energy Drink for sponsoring this podcast, and we look forward to working with them in the future.
Yes, we do.
But yeah, so catch us every other Thursday at 5 p.m. And thank you for tuning in for another episode of Industries Podcast. We're out.